welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a video demonstrating some of the techniques that I use in terms of detangling my hair. So I washed my hair yesterday and I washed my hair loose, which is something that I normally do not do for this very reason. I started detangling yesterday and I only have half of my hair done, as you can see. And that took me about, 5 hours to do, which is a really long time. So today I have to do this side of my hair. And I thought that I would use this opportunity to show you how I do that. Normally when I wash my hair in twists. And then when I start detangling, I can do sections at a time, so it's not too bad. And also while my hair is in twists, it doesn't have an opportunity to tangle and mat during the washing process. But in this case, as you can see, it was a little bit tricky. There still is some separation from the twist out, but yeah, I have to go through this and detangle it because I haven't done that in a while. And I'm going to stretch my hair with braids, and then afterwards I'm going to be putting my hair into 2-strand twists as this week's protective style. You can see even at the ends, the shed hairs are just waiting to come out. So it won't be hopefully too hard to get them out. So this wash day I did an experiment where I added diluted aloe vera juice to my hair. In that mixture I did water, aloe vera juice, and 2 of my favorite oils for detangling, which are babassu oil, which is similar to coconut oil, and I also used hemp seed oil. And the combination of those 2 I find are very good at loosening my hair during a detangling process. Normally I mix those 2 oils in with conditioner and kinky curly Not Today, and then I steam my hair in that. But this time I decided to just, leave it in my hair over a period of a couple of hours under a steam cap to see if it would work. And it actually came out really well when I was going through this part of my hair. And so yeah, you will see the process by which I detangle. What I use is a water bottle, and in my mix it is Giovanni Direct Leave-In Conditioner diluted with water, and that's just my everyday spray bottle. And I use a pair of scissors. These things are really sharp, and as you can see, just even how sharp they are, they've ripped up the inside of the package. But yeah, and my hands. I do not do my regular detangling with anything other than my fingers. But next month I think I will go through and do a deep detangling with my combs, so that way I can get any shed hair out that I missed in the detangling process this year so far. I haven't used any combs this year to detangle my hair, just my fingers. So this is the amount of shed hair that I don't know how to do this. That's the amount of shed hair that I removed yesterday from the first half of my head. And it's not too bad. Maybe if I hold it like this. And it's kind of deceptive too, because as your hair gets longer, obviously the length of the shed hair, I don't know if you can see that, but my hands are stretched. There's a hair somewhere in there. And that makes the hairball look bigger than it actually is. But also with my method, I do not want to try and fool anybody. I do get broken hairs just because I am not 100% gentle with my hair, although I try to be, but it's inevitable. Hair is going to break, but that is mostly shed hair. So if you want to see the process, I will start now. I am not going to detangle the whole section on camera, but I will walk you through the process of what I do and how I get the shed hairs out. So what I do first is I mist my hair using my spray bottle. I work the moisture into my hair, and this makes my hair more pliable and easier to work with. So with finger combing, the same rules apply as with using a traditional comb. It's important to work with moisturized hair so that you reduce breakage and damage, which would be counterproductive to what we're trying to accomplish. Next, what I do is I start by detangling the ends of my hair, and I just use my fingers and work out any of the clumped sections and try to separate the hairs as much as possible. Usually my hair is clumped as a result of the twist that I normally wear. If I find that my ends are too dry and I can't get my fingers through, I'll add moisture, which I find gives it enough slip to get the shed hairs out. And as you can see, there's a big clump of shed hair. And what I do is I'll hold the section taut and I'll remove the knot by releasing the single strands of hair from the knot. And usually what happens by the end is that the knot falls away and I'm left with a single shed hair that was creating such a big knot. And I try to be as gentle as I can because ripping through the hair will cause breakage and splits. And as you can see, I got the shed hair out. So once I finish my ends, I work my way up the sections of hair, just trying to remove any of the shed hair that might have accumulated over the last week or two. And as you can see, there's another knot in my hair, which usually, as I said, is a shed hair that is waiting to come out. So again, one strand at a time. And the shed hair is out. After that, I work my way up towards the roots. Usually I find that in my hair there's more shed hair towards the roots, and that's where you can see that I get webbing. So I start to separate the hairs 1 or 2 strands at a time from that webbed area, which is usually shed hair or a group of shed hairs that are catching all of the other hairs and preventing my hair from being detangled. It looks like a very intimidating process, and I'll admit that it is if you start off with loose hair. This is why I usually start off by washing my hair in twists, or some people like washing in braids instead, but having your hair bound will prevent the shrinkage and the tangling in some of the matting that you see. If my hair is in twists beforehand, this process probably takes me 1 to 3 hours, depending on the size of the twist and if I've had them in for a week or two, as opposed to 12 hours like this detangling session ended up taking. So as you can see, I'm just working my way through to get the knot out. And look, it was only one shed hair that was causing the problem. By using this method, I've avoided cutting up lots of knots out. Sometimes when you encounter knots and sheds, using your fingers isn't enough to get the shed hairs out. And so what I do is I start the process of removing the hairs from the knot one at a time until I get down to 2 or so hairs that can be separated. And when I get to this point, what I do is I take out my scissors that I use specifically for cutting my hair. I don't use paper scissors or fabric scissors or nail scissors or anything like that. I use hair scissors that I specially dedicate for use on my hair, and I cut the knot out. Ripping the knot out causes splits, and using incorrect scissors also causes damage to your hair, so don't do it. And once I finish detangling a section, I'll just twist it up. Depending on the size of the twist that I plan on making afterwards, I'll just twist them loosely like you see here, and then redo the twists into whatever size I'm going to do later, or I will actually just retwist my hair into the final style. In this case, I'm going to redo my hair later. And there you have it, my method for finger detangling. Make sure to follow me on Instagram for daily tips and styles. And for those who have Facebook, I've got you covered for tips and tricks as well.